guns, biceps, pipes, pythons, whatever you want to call them. The fact is that biceps are one of those body parts that we as men just want to have. For some reason, there is nothing better than wearing a nice fitting t-shirt with those guns or bicep, whatever you want to call them, popping out. But in order to get them to grow, you need to make sure that you're working them effectively and appropriately. And so many times I see men working biceps wrong, essentially doing nothing more than a little bit of work as opposed to an isolated, concentrated movement that's actually going to tear down that muscle tissue and cause your biceps to grow. Because remember, it's all about breaking down those muscle tissues. You break them down, they rebuild a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. You do that time and time again, and over time, your biceps are going to be mountains of muscle and just looking amazing. And so now I want to show you a quick tip and trick that I use in order to make sure that I'm hitting those biceps properly. All right, so what I want you to do is grab a barbell like this or dumbbells. It works either way. I don't want you to get something super heavy. Something that if you're standing there, you can do pretty easily for 12 times. So you start light, and then as you get better at the movement and understand the concept, you can move up and make it more difficult. But once you have your weight, I want you to go find a wall, a solid wall. Not a wall with mirrors, because mirrors can crack and you don't want to be responsible and have 7 years bad luck. So I want you to go find a part of the gym that has a wall. Maybe it's away from things, but it's a wall that you can lean up against. All right, so you've got your wall, okay? And you're leaning up against it, you've got your barbell. You're gonna hold it normally, okay? But what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your elbows back, touching the wall. Squat down a little bit, all right? So your arms aren't gonna be completely straight. You want your elbows touching the wall and the back of your arm. Then what you're gonna do is simply lift up, pause, and down. All right, the whole time keeping your elbow and arm against the wall. Don't ever lift it out. That's defeating the purpose. So here and here. Pause and slow. When we talk about keeping your elbows back, this is exactly what we're talking about. All right, you're not using a heavy weight, but you do this 10 to 12 times with a nice little pause at the top, you're gonna be amazed at the difference just this little weight can do. And it really comes down to the isolation of the movement. Keeping your arms pinned back and not letting them move is causing all the tension to be on that bicep, as opposed to guys that when they do a bicep curl, they come here, look at that. Your elbow is rotated forward and you've got no tension. I can hold this weight here all day long. I cannot hold this weight here all day long. Totally different, totally amazing the difference. So try it. I'm telling you, you are gonna notice a huge difference. And then once you get the feel for it, you can come away from the wall and do it, you know, basically just standing here. So you're here, back, pause. Keeping those elbows back, pause. But the wall is a great way to learn and to condition yourself. You can do this with dumbbells, you can do this with hammer curls, you can do this in any bicep exercise. Gentlemen, hit the wall. It's gonna help your biceps explode.